Now that we've nailed all our wood to the wall, I'm just going through some spackle to fill the nail holes and any weird cracks that appeared, and then I'll go and caulk all the seams, and after it dries, we'll be good to paint. No, wait, we have to sand first. Nah! All right, we have our blank wall here. I'm gonna start cutting. Hi, friends!
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, this is part 4 of a 4-part series. It's so exciting. This is the grand finale, and what's cool about this one is my brother's office. If you're just joining for the first time, we already did his kitchen, his living room, the primary bedroom, and now this is the office. This one was particularly special because it was the blankest slate, and I felt like for an office it has to be more than just cozy and aesthetically beautiful. For me, an office space that's where you have your creativity, your focus time, you're getting your ish done. And so I felt like it was really important to really bring elements that sparked all of those things for my brother. Let's talk about what this space looked like before.
Roll B-roll.
There was a little desk in there that was from Amazon again. Tell them about the story when you helped my brother put the desk together.
Basically, we were assembling this Amazon desk, and as we screwed in the drawer, it like shot the screws out the front of the drawer face.
Like the face of the drawer.
And we were just like, yeah, it just punched through.
And then Jon kind of fixed it, like did some maneuvering.
Ocean's 12 style, where after they shoot that bolt through the window into that wood paneling to like get into the building, they like repaint. They do wood putty and they like repaint the wood texture to fake it. I tried to do that.
That's what Jon did, and it worked if the lighting wasn't hitting it.
Yeah, if you look at it directly, it looks good, but as soon as you look from the side, it like glares different. It was totally awesome though.
It was so funny. And then my brother got a new face for the drawer somehow through the company.
Yes.
But he never replaced it.
No.
So even when we went in there to make over the space, he still had the shitty drawer on there. And then as I was like pulling all the other drawers out to help him like organize his stuff, see what he wants to get rid of and keep, like I would just barely pull the drawers and they would just fall off. Yeah, something happened, I guess, over time. Like one of the panels got loose, so the drawer didn't pull out anymore. It just fell down. So as soon as you pulled it, it would just fall through. Yeah. It was pretty kooky. And it was tiny, because he's like 6'3". Yeah, it was a little desk.
It's a little desk. So it was basically an empty room with a little desk in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah. The look we were going for was kind of this old smoke bar lounge speakeasy, but with a modern touch. And I really just wanted something that was cool and grown and sexy, and I feel like we really executed on that.
That was us knocking it out of the park.
Got it.
I've never played baseball before, so I assume that's what it's like.
I think so. It was good sound effects.
Blank slate, here we go!
Yay! I really wanted to do board and batten for this room for many reasons, but board and batten is just so classic, classy, and it really elevates the space. And I've never done board and batten before, so I went to Jon and said, have you done board and batten before? And he said no. And I showed him what it looked like, but he was like, I can do that.
Yes.
I love that about you.
Thanks.
One of many things that I love about you so much.
We have our wall here. I'm going to cut our boards down and frame the outside of this board and batten, and then come in and do all the measurements for the slats in between. Let's do it. Ah! Now that we've gotten all the wood on the wall, I'm just going through some spackle to patch up some of the nail holes, and I will go and caulk all of the inside seams. After it dries, we'll just give it a sand and we'll get the paint.
We just got done finishing sanding down all the little bits, and now it's time for the best part of all, painting.
I can't even tell if I was in frame originally or not, but here I am.
Here I am, once again.
Oh, where's that other brush?
Once John finished the wall, it was time to get some good furniture into the space. So we got rid of that desk that he had. It just was not serving him any good.
It fell apart.
It fell apart.
Before we even got there.
Yeah.
So
it fell apart, and what's interesting I would like to point out is that he got it on Amazon. It was pretty cheap, like a few $100. But I went to overstock.com.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored, but this one that I got in Overstock, it was also just a few $100, and it was a much higher quality and a much better look. So I feel like you don't always just have to go like find what's like in your budget. You can really look and find things that are in your budget that are nice, and aesthetically pleasing, that matches your style that you're looking for. I really love this desk because it was this bright honey wood color, and then the legs and the hardware were a darker metal. It was great to bring in that industrial look as well that we had throughout the other rooms in the house. And in just 3 easy steps, I'm gonna make this baby. Whee!
this was a kitchen hutch that Adriana found, but because it was the exact inverse colors of the writing desk, light wood, dark hardware on the desk versus the dark wood, light hardware of the hutch, she decided it would be perfect for a little extra storage in the office. On top of the hutch, Adriana selected a few items from her brother and nephew to round out the vibes with some nice personal touches.
My brother also wanted an area in the room for when he had guests over or someone was just hanging out with him in his office. So there was enough space to create this little nook where we put a bench, and it was kind of like an ottoman bench with a storage underneath, because it wasn't a particularly huge room, but we definitely had the space to make a nice cozy area if someone were visiting him. In creating this cozy nook, it was really cool because I was able to bring in more colors and more textures and textiles through the pillows, the rug, the bench itself, and it was really neat because the rug that we put there also tied in with the basket that was on the other side of the room that held the plant. Let's talk about the artwork that we're putting in this room. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I feel like an office space should be somewhere that inspires you, makes you feel good, makes you feel energized. And one thing I've always loved about my brother is he has a really eclectic taste in music. He loves everything. So immediately when I thought of what type of art to bring into this room, I thought of music. I started looking at vinyl records, and it was hard to find something cohesive across all the different music genres. And so I kept looking, and I found this really cool artwork on Etsy where they have the image of the album that you're looking for, and then they kind of have a color palette laid out for you of the album cover, and then a list of the songs on that album. And I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. We'll get the IKEA frames that also match the ones in the living room and the bedroom to tie everything together and get this cohesive look throughout the entire home. And it just turned out awesome. I texted my brother, I said, text me like 6, 7, 8 of your favorite albums, and I think he sent me 8 to 10, and I chose these 6 because of the colors. I feel like they complement one another. Some of the colors in the frames complement the pillows that I put underneath them. Some of them complement the wall, and it just, so happy about the way it turned out.
Yeah, it tied everything together, which is really nice.
Yeah, and you hung everything up. Thank you so much, honey. This is the order we're going to hang these beautiful pieces of art up on the wall, and Jon has already done a lovely job putting the screws up on the wall, so now we just have to get these beauties right up there. This is the first time we've ever changed a light fixture in a space. Have you ever done that before?
Yeah, I've done it a bunch of times.
Okay, well I haven't. I loved this specific fixture. I feel like it also gave those throwback kind of speakeasy vibes. It had a very vintage look to it. It was a perfect touch to finish off this office space. Thank you so much for going on this journey with us. That is the end of this 4-part series where we made over every single bedroom in this condo. We had such a fun time. I just had a blast. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun too. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really like this video, please hit the subscribe button. We get videos out every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool because when you look at all the different rooms we did, you can see the evolution of like the process and the complexity kind of as we went. Different kind of projects. Oh, we did a detail wall. Oh, we did the board and batten. Oh, we painted a wall. We did the frames, custom furniture. It's just kind of cool to see like how everything evolved as we continued to work. Just tied everything together.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah. We're probably gonna go back and do like a walking tour just in case there's some like little details we didn't catch in the previous videos, and then you're gonna see the entire place in one go.
Yes!
So please come back for that one. I think it'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Just to see the whole space
Totally.
as a whole. That was great. You did a great job today, honey.
Aw, thank you so much.
It came out great. It was really cool. Now every time we go back there, we're like this. And this looks really great. I was walking there, we're like, what? It's just really funny. It's like, but we'll go up there eventually, and that will be the new normal, and it'll be like really cool.
I think every time we go in there, we'll be like, oh my god!
It's cool. And he's so neat and clean that it just looks exactly the way we left it when we finished it.
It's still very pristine.
It's so great. It's so cool and like crazy.
Yes.
But yeah.
Alright, let's eat something. Can you push my booty?
Yeah.
Ah! Look, honey.
What?